What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of World Pets TV. Got my daughter here, Madeline. Sorry I haven't posted a video lately. I did record 2 videos, but I just didn't like the way they came out. So today I'm going to do a quick video on my update on my Oranda fish tank. I'm going to kind of explain to you how it's set up, just in case for somebody that wants to set up an aquarium this small. They kind of get an idea of what they need to buy and what they need to get. I'm also going to change the water at this time, so I'm going to kind of run through the water changing maintenance that I do on my aquarium. I'm going to tilt the camera around. So here we go, guys. The aquarium is a 20-gallon aquarium that I have. I have an Oranda and a little Petco in there. He's probably about, 3 inches at this point. I think I got him at 1 inch. The Oranda is doing really good. Like I said, this is a 20-gallon tank. On top, I have a current l.e.d. light. It's pretty cool. It has a remote with different modes. It'll dim it, put a black light, brighter. It also has a bunch of different effects, like it'll simulate storms and cloudiness and all kinds of stuff. On top, I have AquaClear 50 filter in here. I love these filters simply because they're so versatile. You could put different things in there, kind of customize them the way you want. These are the best filters that I recommend. AquaClear 50. And a heater, I have the box over here. I have the Viva Aqua Quartz 200 watts. This has been a really good heater. I haven't had any problems with it. I believe this is the first time I use this company. So like I said, it's a really good heater. Different light. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go the maintenance. Also the water pump, the air pump. I forgot what brand this one. I think it's a Whisper. Yeah, Whisper 40. You could get these anywhere. They sell them anywhere. I've always used them. I've never had a problem. After a while, they do start getting noisy. But they're a good pump for the price. No, mama. No. I have my electrical panel up hanging. Anytime you have electricity and water, you always want to make sure that the electricity cords don't go down to the plug. So I have it on a little breaker right here. As you guys can see, everything, if water was to drip down, it'll just fall down. The air pump also, you want to have it high, and you also want to have a check valve connected to your water pump, just so your air, when you turn off the air, it doesn't turn into a siphon and mess up your air pump. So you always want to have a check valve to it. I have the Aquarium siphon. These are good. I've had Python siphons from, I think you could buy them at Walmart. The only thing I don't like with these siphons, that's the part that connects to the siphon breaks. So what I did is I connected a hose connector, and then I took it a step forward by connecting a check valve to it. I'll show you guys in a second how it works, but you could buy these parts at Home Depot. So this is a hose connector, and then to a quick connect check valve. I've already disconnected my plug from the drain, and then connected the part that comes, a little adapter. Okay, so here it is, guys. This is kind of how it looks on my sink. As you can see, this thing attaches right to the sink. I have an extra one right here, so you guys can kind of see how it goes. So this connects up to your sink. Like I said, I went ahead and got a hose connector. that connects right up to this. This whole part right here is a quick connect assembly that I got. Just so simply you could do that. Like I said, you can find these at any hardware store. So then when I connect it, it's pretty easy. It just clicks on just like that. Like I said, I went ahead and got a hose connector that connects right up to this hose. This is a 1/4 inch hose. I'm not sure what the Python hose size is, but it should be a 1/4 inch. I mean 1/2 inch hose. So make sure when you get a hose connector, you get a 1/2 inch connector. When you're gonna siphon, what you want to do is turn this all the way straight, so the water goes straight down. You guys can't see it on this one, but that's how it is. It's facing down. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is, usually what I do is I'll just turn off everything, and it turns off the whole system completely. But I want to have the light on so you guys can see what I do. So I'm gonna connect all 3 things. So I'm gonna disconnect the heater, disconnect the water pump, the filter, and the air pump. So like I said, everything's off right now. And what I'll do is I'll usually have a bucket under here, because you want to collect some of the water if you're going to rinse your filters. No, mama. You got my daughter, she wants to help. This, you want to make sure it's straight up. So usually what you do, you have it on, filters off, air pumps off. And what you want to do is turn it on. That's going to create a siphon automatically. It's going to start sucking up the water. I don't know if you guys can see. So once it creates the siphon, you can turn off the water. Like I said, I want the aquarium water. So I'm going to let that fill up as my daughter vacuums. If you have kids, you always kind of want to keep them supervised. Make sure they don't get the siphon too close to the fish. So then what we're going to do is pull this out. Whoa. So this is aquarium water. We got a carbon in here. Kind of rinse these off a little bit. And then the filter, I don't have a filter media right now. I think I am going to change it probably on the next one. What you want to do is rinse all that off. So get it, as you can see all the water coming out. You could also use the filter to kind of clean. Sorry, I got my hands messing here with the camera. I'm gonna drain some of this out. I'm gonna fill up some more. Just aquarium water. So everything that's coming right here is aquarium water. You never want to do this with straight tap water. So you want to do just aquarium water. You can clean your sponge as much as you can. The carbon I just changed probably last time. I think last time I changed the water, I changed the carbon. So that's what you want to do. So then also what you could do is disconnect your filter and dump out all the water. You can use this thing, will come off. Hold on, give me a second. This right here is the pump. Make sure to clean this inside. The little impeller. The little impeller will come out. Just a magnet. You guys can see. Make sure to rinse that off. Clean the little impeller in there. and stick it back in there. So then go ahead, use your filter just to rinse that off. My filter is not too dirty. No, mama. My daughter playing with the aquarium water. So then this will just snap back on. We're gonna put the filter back in. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna take this siphon out because I want to gravel the water. So we're gonna take the siphon out for right now, just so I could put these filter parts together. So the sponge will go in first, then you get the carbon, and then of course lastly so like I said, you never want to do this with chlorine water. You always want to do that with aquarium water. I'm gonna wipe down here my daughter's so she doesn't slip. Alright. The next thing you want to do is very important, is to always fill up your pump before you start it. So just make sure to top that off. Okay, so we top that off. I'm not going to need this bucket anymore. So the next part we're going to do is put the siphon back in. My daughter's going to hold it. And we're going to start creating another siphon. There it goes. So now what we want to do is gravel, sweep all the dirty stuff off of the gravel. That's if you have a gravel sweep. So you just want to comb through all that yuckiness that it is. My daughter's trying to do it. So you just want to go through it as much as you can. On a gravel tank, it's kind of impossible to kind of go through it and make sure it's... Hold on, mama. Hold on. My daughter wants to do it. So just on a gravel tank, it's kind of impossible to get it 100% clean. But it doesn't matter. The gravel itself will act like a filtration. It's going to have all that nice bacteria in it. So it's going to break down all the waste. So a lot of the big stuff that you have, it start graveling it. So my tank's not too dirty. One of the issues that people have always with water quality is that they just don't understand. Hold on, mama. Careful. It's just lack of changing water. As you guys can see, this water is pretty clear, pretty clean. And a lot of people would say, you know what, I'm just gonna skip this week. I'm not gonna do this week's water change because the water is clean. That doesn't mean your fish doesn't go to the restroom. So like I said, it's very important to do. You're gonna kill the fish. Be careful. Be careful, mama. It's pretty cool. My daughter loves doing this, but like I say, when dealing with little kids, you always want to make sure that they don't harm the fish. Like I was saying, a lot of people have bad water quality, and that's just because they skip the water changes. I try to do the water changes at least every 5 days, and I'll never really skip a day. I know that if it's time to change the water, we're going to change the water. So there we go, guys. I probably have about an 80% water change at this point. My daughter blowing kisses. The next step you want to do is add a dechlorinator. or water conditioner. I really like the API stress coat, but my wife, she went to the store and she bought me this. I forgot to ask her to tell her which one, but it doesn't matter as long as you use something. I know availability everywhere else that you are, you might not have it, so you do want to get a dechloriner, something to take away the chlorine. Just follow the instructions. On this one, we're gonna do about a cap full. So that's about it. We just do about a cap full in there. And then if you have an aquarium that's running really good, you don't need beneficial bacteria, but I like to add it just to keep it maintenance. So what I'll do is I'll do half of what the normal recommended is. So I'll do about half or so and stick it in there. Beneficial bacteria is never going to hurt your aquarium, so just follow the directions on the cap and go ahead and do that. As a maintenance thing, it's not going to hurt your fish. If your tank has been running for a while, it should have plenty of good beneficial bacteria in it. So the next step is going to be to fill up the water. At this point, as you guys can see, I have the hose closed, so I don't want water coming out. What I'm going to do is kind of test the water how I want it. You don't want scalding hot water or super cold water. Try to get it to a temperature that's close to your aquarium, and that's where you want to be. This isn't a science, guys, so just try to be as close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that's about where we want it. We're going to put it back in here. And then what I'm going to do is close that up. And then that's going to shoot it up in there. So where's my other one? So basically at this point where you're going to fill up water, you want to close that up so water starts shooting up back in here and back into the tank. So I'm going to be careful, Mama. So at this point we're just going to put the water. Keep an eye on the temperature and make sure it doesn't change too much. I'm going to put the camera on the other side so you guys can see when it's filling up. Alright everybody, so we just finished topping up the water tank. Like I said, the quick disconnect on this thing is pretty cool because you can just disconnect it and then you can start taking this apart. Pretty simple. Like I said, you always want to prime your filter before you turn it on. You never want to turn on the water pump with no water. You can really damage it. So now we're going to turn it on. Hold on, Mama. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Don't, hold on. You guys can see my daughter's really anxious. I'm gonna plug back in the heater and plug back in the air pump. And then the air pump should start coming up. And then the heater is on. So always make sure your heater and your air pump is all working properly after this. But there it is. I mean, if I wasn't recording, this probably would take me no more than 10 minutes to do. So there you go, guys. I hope this helps. I'm not claiming to be an expert on this, but I have been keeping fish for over 20 years. And I've never had any issues with quality of water or anything of that. If you do your water changes consistently, you should never really have any problems with your fish tank. So just never skip a water change. Also remember that this is a hobby. I know some of you guys might criticize the way I do it and the way I approach things. Just remember, we all we were all beginners at one point. My very first fish tank was at when I was probably 8 years old, and I didn't know what I was doing. My parents had never kept fish, so they didn't know what I was doing, what they were doing. But you figure it out over time. You learn from it. You learn from your mistakes. Just remember, it is a fish hobby. Yes, it is a fish. It is a living soul. But don't take it too serious. I mean, some people. It's one of the things that I hate about any hobby is that some people just take it really serious. And yes, once you're dealing with $10,000 or $20,000 fish in your fish tank, then yes, you should take it that serious because you don't want to lose a $20,000 fish tank. But if you're just starting off, this is a very very user-friendly fish tank. It's a very small, very manageable, and like I said, have fun with it. Have fun with your fish tank, and just have fun and say, I like one of the reasons why I got this fish tank is for my daughter, just so she could enjoy it. And I try to make it where she's a part of it, where hopefully when she's an adult, she learns and probably likes animals the way I do. But as for now, thanks for watching. Like I said, sorry for not putting a video recently. I will be at the Reptile Expo in San Diego. Definitely in Pomona. I think the Reptile Expo is next month in San Diego. I'll definitely be at the Pomona. I think that one's in August. So keep an eye out for more videos if you guys are into reptiles. Also, I am planning on doing another fish tank. I am planning. No. I am planning to do a 40-gallon with just Ranchu. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, thanks for watching. Say, Mama, say bye. Say thanks for watching. Say bye. Bye. Thanks, guys.